Well, it is rhubarb season for us, and I have this big ginormous rhubarb plant that most years I do nothing with because I don't really know what to do with rhubarb. But this year I decided that I am going to try. So I went out and cut a whole bunch, and today I'm going to use it to make some cookies. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Cece. My husband Kirk and I homestead in the big beautiful state of Montana. And we're planning on camping this weekend. And so I thought, well, perfect. Let's make some cookies. Let's bring some cookies for camping. And I have some rhubarb in the refrigerator. A friend suggested this recipe, and so that's what I'm gonna try. The dishwasher is running with a whole bunch of milk jars in it, so that's a little noisy. And then we have Cookie running around on the floor. Now, if you're not familiar with who Cookie is, go back and watch last week's video. And it's kind of funny that I'm talking about making cookies while I have Cookie on the floor. So let me see if I can show you guys who I'm talking about. Come here. So this is Cookie. I mean, come on, are you really a homestead if you don't have a baby animal in the house? We thought we were going to get some buddies for him today, but they didn't arrive. So hopefully tomorrow. He is now old enough that he is jumping out of the brooder. And so whenever he gets lonely, he just jumps out and comes finds us. And yeah, he's gonna be hanging out. So if you hear this chirping in the background, it's probably just him. And if I kind of jump or startle a little, that means, you know, he kind of spooked me a little, or he's pecking at my toes or something. But he's a lot of fun. First up, I need a stick of softened butter. So found some butter in the freezer. So I'm gonna have to pull these out and wrap them up and then stick one. My oven is turned on. I might put them on a pan or something and put it on top of the oven and let them soften that way. So that's what I'm gonna get started with first, and then I'll be back and make some brown sugar. I have my butter softening, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some brown sugar. So I need 1 cup of light brown sugar. So I just put a cup of regular sugar in here, and then I just kind of guess, and you put a little bit of molasses in it. Now, it also says to do light brown sugar, so I don't need a lot of molasses. And just add some sugar chunks in here. And I'm just gonna whisk it for a while until it mixes up. See if I can show you. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn it up a little more. And you have to let it go for a while because you can see the molasses is just wanting to stay bunched up. It will incorporate after a while. It'll just take a little bit. Brown sugar is struggling just a little bit, but my butter got soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and just mix those two together, and maybe that'll kind of help the molasses get mixed in to the sugar a little bit better. And some of that butter is still frozen. Meanwhile, I'm going to add some vanilla and an egg. So I need to take the brown sugar, butter, vanilla, and egg and mix it all together. And then add flour, cinnamon, salt, baking powder, baking soda until you kind of get a dough. And then add the rhubarb, mix it up again. It said finely chopped rhubarb, so I had kind of cut it fairly thin, but then I just took a knife and kind of tried to chop it up a little bit more. If in muffins or crumble, probably is okay if they're a little bit bigger, but in a cookie, you probably want them a little thinner. So let's see. Get this butter to kind of chop up a little. Looks really good. Now we're gonna scoop it up, bake it, and try it. I've never had these, I've never made these. See what we come up with. About 12 to 14 minutes. Gonna clean up and then I'll put them on a baking pan. Okay, meanwhile the kids came in and took Cookie the duck into the laundry room. Is going to let him take a little swim. So now I don't have to worry about stepping on a duck as I'm trying to scoop up cookies. Just to make cookies a little bit more uniformed, I found sometimes using an ice cream scooper kind of works. Now the recipe said to like parchment lined. I'm not using parchment paper. I used good old butter on it. So make it some nice little Okay, first batch is ready. They did say depending on how much water content is in your rhubarb, you may have to add more flour. So if this pan comes out and the cookies are super flat, I'll have to add some more flour. But we'll check on them here in about 15 minutes. Oh, there he is. Taking a little swim. There he goes. He's having fun, isn't he? Look at him go. He must really wanted a bath. You're okay. Let's take a look. Ooh. They look really good. I don't think I'm gonna need to add any flour. We'll let them cool for a little bit and then do a taste test. Okay, right at the very end, I'm pretty sure some of the flour didn't get mixed in all the way, or the longer the fruit sat there, the more it kind of released some more liquid. So the very last few cookies were pretty wet, but I'm gonna try them anyways. All right, moment of truth. Let's try one. Ooh, they're very soft inside. That little bit of tartness from the rhubarb is really good. Thumbs up. Yeah, these are really good. Definitely on the keep list. Last ones I got out of the oven, I can tell they were pretty wet when I put them in. They're much, much flatter. So definitely keep an eye on that. If they're starting to get wet because of the rhubarb juice at the bottom, add a little bit of flour. But overall, the kids like them, I like them. Kirk will have to try one when he gets home, but they will come camping with us. So my next step is to get ready for camping. Clean the camper out, do all the things. So thanks for coming along. I'll put the link to these cookies down below and you can check them out. And hopefully next week we will be able to show you how Cookie is doing, and hopefully we have an update and get those two other little ducklings and show you kind of how we set up their little home as they grow up till they're old enough to join the adult flock. So anyways, thanks for hopping on and we'll catch you next time.